So we got Marsh with us. He's gonna take a ride with me in the skid steer. It's a little bouncy. We're gonna do it.
I can see that when I seen you driving it out, man.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
So we got the roots ripped out yesterday. That was fun. It took a little bit. It took a long time actually. It took most of the day. And so now we got a mess. Corb got his feet wet driving the skid steer yesterday. We moved some branches out. We've got some footage of that. We picked up the pasture. We trimmed some branches and then he picked them up with the skid steer. And so today we got the bucket on it and he is going to level the mess we made because there's nothing to it
But to do it.
Corb got to drive the skid steer. What'd you think about the skid steer, Corb?
It's pretty fun. It's a lot of back and forth I did though.
So you drove a skid steer the day before when we did the branches, and then did you drive the jackhammer skid steer?
I didn't use it, but I drove it.
The jackhammer was the awesomest. It really was. It was kind of worse than this because it kind of vibrated and shook a little bit and gave you a headache because it was a super loud thing. Seems like I put earplugs in and put earmuffs on. It was pretty fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's as cool as the grapple claw. The grapple claw makes you feel like you're like a transformer and you're just crushing stuff, you know what I mean?
I thought it was awesome because you were back there. I don't know if we got it on camera, but you were like ripping out trees and knocking them over and putting them in the burn pile. It was so cool because you got so much like cleared from that.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And if we would have done that by hand, that would have taken
Forever.
We'd have been working on that thing for a week. So we're gonna have to get that thing back out. We're gonna use it to clear some of these automounts and brush that we've got in the back, because we've got a lot of that. So we're gonna work on clearing our pasture with this little fun tool. Corb got to spend a lot of time backing up. So how'd that backup camera work for you?
It was pretty awesome because like you don't have to wrench your neck around and try to be like an owl. You could just look right up top and have a nice backup camera with its own screen. Yeah.
It works pretty good, but I'm going to admit, I did back over a small tree because I was getting a little too excited with the claw. So it was only like a 3-inch tree, but it was one of my wife's trees that she tagged for me to not cut down. So we lost one in the war, but you know, we got our task complete, I suppose. The skid steer adventure was fun. I can tell you, the skid steer bounces around a lot, kind of throws you back and forth. And then when you're bouncing back and forth, you start jabbing on the joystick and it just makes it worse. Did you ever do that, Corb?
There was a few times where I had to take my hands off the joysticks, just put my arms on the armrest and take a breath because it would bounce you all around and you're like, whoa, what's happening here? And it's all crazy.
That's about the best way to save it, is grabbing on, just letting go of those sticks, because before you know it, you'll be bouncing back and forth. We are done with the skid steer for now. I feel like we got to get it back out next year because it's really good at taking down autumn olives. And Corb's good at driving it. So, next on to bulldozer. We're going to really get this spot leveled out and get it ready for the barn.
See you next time at the 7P.